De De Pyaar De 2 is such a convoluted and bewildering romantic saga that by the time the lovers, a 50-plus man named Ashish and a 20-something woman named Ayesha, actually unite, you are way past caring. The first film, De De Pyaar De in 2019, was about how Ashish and Ayesha navigate the tricky terrain of introducing their relationship to Ashish's ex-wife, Manju, and to his two children who are actually Ayesha's age. The sequel is about Ashish and Ayesha getting Ayesha's parents on board. This is a couple who repeatedly describe themselves as progressive, modern, educated. They're comfortable kissing in front of their grown-up daughter, having a drink with her, and both call each other Raji because they consider themselves one unit. But all this wokeness falls apart when they realize that their daughter's partner is actually as old as them. Both the men take the same cholesterol medication, which I found very funny. Naturally, the parents plot a breakup. The first film had flashes of fun, though it also included a cringe-worthy sequence in which Manju and Ayesha had a conversation which compared women to cars. The older one being durable, reliable, stable, while the younger one has comfort, maza, and excitement. But that film was elevated by the presence of Tabu, who brought a lovely sauciness to the ex-wife. She made Manju sexy and combative in a delicious way. Sadly, Manju is almost entirely absent from this film. If the third installment is about Ashish and Ayesha's wedding, I really hope Manju shows up. But in this film, we do have R. Madhavan playing Ayesha's father Rakesh, the most compelling character. Madhavan and Ajay were pitted against each other in Shaitan. It's fun to see them lock horns once again. But the writers Love Ranjan and Tarun Jain don't juice the rivalry enough. Though of course they can't resist making a Vashikaran joke. You recall, Vashikaran was the way in which Madhavan's Shaitan character took control over Ajay's character's daughter. Here the situation is reversed. Rakesh must somehow find a way to get his daughter out of the romantic clutches of Ashish. His best idea is to bring in this young, handsome son of his friend, Adi, played by Meezan Jafri. Meezan's father, Jaaved Jaaferi, plays Ronak, Ashish's therapist and best friend. Of course, the writers and director Anshul Sharma milked that angle also. Ajay and Jaaved have an easy camaraderie. And Jaaved also gets the best line in the film about suffering from second-hand zillat as Adi woos Ayesha. Ashish and Ronak's bromance is so solid that I started to think that instead of spending so much time and so much energy trying to make this May-December pairing work, maybe the two men could just be happy companions as they age like fine wine. But the film insists that Ashish is besotted with Ayesha, who is so energetic, shrill, and so insistently cute that it's exhausting. But it's almost like she's emoting extra to make up for Ajay, who is coasting on presence and 3 decades of stardom. The emotions play out at the level of a sitcom. The action moves from a large house in London to a larger house in Chandigarh to an even more sprawling village home where Ayesha and Adi can frolic in hay and Adi can ride a horse bare-chested. Anshul delights in objectifying Meezan, who makes his entry doing a split on moving cars, just like Ajay did 34 years ago in Phool Aur Kaate, which makes for one more age gap joke. That's the bar for the jokes in this film. Most lean on nostalgia, hat tips to other movies, including, of course, DDLJ, or the most obvious laughs about what Ashish should call Ayesha's parents, given that they're all the same age. It gets tiring quickly. Also, for all the film's performative progressiveness, like live-in relationships and a daughter being able to stand up to her father, double standards abound. While Ashish and Manju's one-night stand in the first film didn't wreck Ashish and Ayesha's relationship, Ayesha's flirtations in this one proved to be a deal-breaker. And the climax is truly head-scratching. If you can connect all the dots and make sense of it, do leave a comment below. De De Pyaar De 2 has neither substantial emotional logic nor enough laughs, and that is the THR bottom line. At the risk of repeating myself, I say bring back Tabu. If you like this review, do subscribe to The Hollywood Reporter India.